welcome to Laugh and Learn. We're a little early because we have something to do, but we're glad that you guys are here to join us.
Yes,
so
indeed.
come on in the room.
And we have a special guest today.
We do have a very special guest.
We can turn the camera. Look, child, my dog is here today.
That's the lady Sky.
This is Sky.
Hi, Sky.
You say hi. Say hi to everybody, Sky.
We
Yes.
also have Timmy in the room, but
Timmy's in the room, but Timmy's civilized, unlike my dog.
No, Timmy just being territorial. Timmy feels like, oh, you're going to let her in the room, but I can't have my punk ass up in here. Yeah, I'm not having. Y'all see, I was going to put my hat on. I got on my blouse from Starry Eye Beauty. Thank you, Marjorie. And I was going to put my hat on, but it don't go with my, it won't fit over the headphones. So I got the mama from Good Times, Janet Jackson mama. I got that hairstyle on right now. You know the one who burnt pennies, burnt it with the iron. Didn't I tell you little girls not supposed to, mama, please don't, mama. I got more information from that than we did from the documentary, though.
Okay, we're gonna get there, but we don't have to start. We don't have to start there. So let's do weekend recaps. How was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty good. I got a new car.
She's cute.
Lauren drove.
Real cute.
Lauren drove Maxine. Now, technically, she didn't drive. She just turned it around and parked it.
I had to go park here,
but she did. Like,
she's very cute.
And FYI, Lauren is real high end and bougie fancy. So if she said it was cute, you believe her, honey, because you know she real high end.
You know what? Don't be telling people my business.
With
okay?
her Mercedes, honey.
Don't be telling people my business.
I just got a little Jeep Wrangler. I ain't high end like her, y'all.
It's the Rubicon. Don't even try it. That's the elitist of the elite Jeep. So.
Well, yeah, but you know.
Yeah. Don't try and minimize it.
Well, it's hybrid. That was the attraction. It was hybrid. Hybrid. I ain't got about no damn gas. Hey, gossiping heifers. Hey, everyone. Hello, Flamettes. We're going to depend on you all today to come on in to work with these topics with us. Lauren, how was your weekend?
My weekend was actually really chill. I had to work on Saturday a little bit.
Oh, those nails are pretty.
Child, I need a fill. I'm getting one on Friday. It looks crazy. Gotta keep the nails cute, y'all.
Look how pretty Lauren's hands are. See, let me tell you something. When you get old, let me tell you. Look. Miss Janet was all painted in the face. Janet Jackson put her hand up on that special. Bitch, I thought it was a witch's hand.
Oh,
did you see that hand?
I didn't see the hand. No,
but that hand count money, so I can't be mad.
Only you would notice things like that.
Training.
No, my weekend was good. I really didn't do anything. I worked a little bit on Saturday, and then I went out to lunch with my coworkers afterwards. Child, yesterday I did grocery shopping. I got my car washed. I washed my hair. I did some laundry. I cooked dinner.
Oh, woman stuff.
I was very domesticated yesterday. Very domestic.
I'd be glad when she get married so I can meet Mr. Whatever his name is.
Yeah, whatever his name is, right?
He gonna become Mr. Hogan because y'all don't know how aggressive this motherfucker is. Let me just say it. Thank you, Joseph T. We got great, and I want to thank all my Flamettes and all the followers who really did go in and watch and listen to iHeart, our episode from Laugh and Learn last week with the lady herself, Angela Stanton King. I thought that we came to a common ground, and I was so glad that Lauren was here to mediate and ask questions that I haven't even thought of. And it was a smooth conversation. Do you agree, Lauren?
I think it was, but I think the main takeaway that I got is that, she's in a different headspace. I think if she was in the same space when she did Dr. Phil, it could have gone real left real quick. But she
might have reached through the internet and slapped me because she wanted to slap that other one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't anything crazy. She was really engaged. It seems like she's really had conversations with Jay, and which is great. So I'm happy for them to see how they continue to grow and mend their relationship. And
I'm looking forward to interviewing with her on the 19th of February. So what you guys need to know is that next month, which is February, which is tomorrow, is actually Black History Month. So we're going to do a Black History moment every Monday, and if we like it, we'll do it. We'll continue. Black History ain't got to be 1 month. My Black History is every damn day, just like my Pride is every day, not just in June. I'm proud right now. I might not be that proud of this hair, but I'm proud right now.
Well, I think too, and Black history doesn't just have to be history. It could be what's going on today, which is going to end up being history. You know what I mean? Because that's kind of the uncontroversial Black history moment I got today. But where do you want to start?
Oh, I want to start right here because I was cooking chicken for y'all this morning and watching the news. And
the chicken was good. I had a wing, y'all.
Thank you.
Good.
Kendall hasn't eaten yet. Y'all say hello to our boy Kendall, our cameraman. Kendall is here. Hey, Kendall.
We love Kendall, y'all.
Let me tell you what I want to start with because I was cooking chicken and trying to rush to get here. Y'all see I ain't got no makeup on. I do got on a little lip gloss though. Is that the ex-president, let me say it like Sonny Hostin says, one term, twice impeached ex-president Donald J. Trump said that if he is put back in the White House, he would pardon all the insurrectionists. What insurrection? Ain't that the argument now that there was no insurrection?
Right. It was a White House tour.
Exactly. So who you gonna pardon?
Or not a White House. I'm sorry. It was a tour of the.
Of
What's
the
that
Capitol.
place called? Thank you, the Capitol, child.
I'm just making sure y'all paying attention to what was said and what he said and what I'm saying. There was no insurrection, according to the media and the GOPs, the Trumplicans. But now he's saying that he's going to pardon all the people who showed up at the insurrection.
It's interesting because, but the story changes every week. Are we really surprised? The story changes every week.
Could we please put a charge on him so that he would not be allowed to run for president of the United States?
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work because I'm getting a little nervous because by the way things are going, Joe ain't getting reelected. And that slides into my Black History moment. It may be a little unconventional, but I want to talk about the Ahmaud Arbery case and how the DOJ and the Biden administration gave both of these fools plea deals regarding their charges. Mm-hmm. And because of that, they now have the opportunity to go live out their life sentences in a federal prison instead of being in the state prison in Georgia, which is not a retreatment camp. Mm-hmm. Because that's what happens in federal prison. You get a little more luxury rather than being in a state prison. You get a lot
more luxury.
Thank you. Rather than being in a state prison. And the family is upset about it.
They should be. Because state prisons are terrible. I've been in state prison before. I know exactly what they do. We would have gotten justice one way or another in a state prison. And let me just say that. In a federal prison, it's like a damn, what do they call it? Camp FedEx? Or what do they call that?
Well, if you even look at the movie like Goodfellas, the difference, some of them wanted to go to jail to get away from their wives. Because it was like a little getaway. Yeah. I know it's a movie, but there's some truth in every storyline.
Well, somebody said that's why they pleaded guilty. Simply Fee said that's why they pleaded guilty because they knew they were going to come back with that. Whatever the case may be, their freedom is still taken away. They still are incarcerated. I would like to have seen them in a state prison, especially in Georgia, because they would have gotten the business. Mm-hmm.
And I'll say this too. It hasn't all been confirmed that this is going to happen, but supposedly the deal was signed and this is supposed to happen. So I'm looking ahead. I'm just saying if you sign the damn deal, the next step is only inevitable. Oh, God. So
the country we live in and the decisions we make at the ballot boxes, meanwhile they are still moving and shaking the voting rights. We ain't gonna stay on politics because I told you I don't want to be on politics. I want to talk about who pregnant right now because I think I'm.
Oh, we going into hot topics officially?
No. I want you to do hot topics. I want you to do it like Wendy do. I want you to run to the thing. Oh, speaking of Wendy, did y'all see me on Wendy Wednesday? I was on Wendy.
I know. How did you like it?
Oh my God. I hate that it was, Zoom, but it was such good energy with Sherry Shepherd. Thank you, Sherry Shepherd, for inviting me on. And we thought we were doing hot topics. We actually ended up being interviewed and invited back.
Oh. And is Sherry supposed to be?
Well, I don't know. They got some couple of guests. They got a couple of guest hosts coming up for the first couple of weeks of February, but then Sherry will be back.
Okay, no, I'm saying, is Sherry going to be a guest on our show?
Oh, absolutely. Sherry
that's what I was asking about.
For the month of February, Sherry Shepherd will be here. We're going to also have the businessman Raheem Shabazz, who works in the adult entertainment industry, as well as the lady herself, our very own Flamette. The recording artist, Teresa Griffin, will be one of our guests. So we're going to bring guests in to banter, hot topic, talk shit, and just have a good time.
I feel like we were more prepared this season. We got guests just lined up.
Say that again. Who got guests?
We did.
Oh, okay. Say it one more time.
We did.
Did y'all hear that, producer?
We did.
Oh, okay. I know this is being recorded, so he'll hear it. That's your job, player.
But anyway, though, so we are going into season 2, as you all know. We launched last week, but we've got a new structure. So we're going to have our Black History moment, which we kind of just talked about a little bit. Mm-hmm. We're going to do some hot topics, which is kind of like the celeb drama piece that we kind of like, right? And then we'll always kind of have to add a little bit of politics in at the end.
Always.
But we will say this. Y'all got to stay on task with what we're doing. So if we move on for a subject, Flamettes, y'all love to go back and make comments about something we moved on from. Don't do that because you're going to ruin the structure of the show. So
actually just put up a bunch of flames if you want to comment on it, and we'll bring you in and have your comment while we're talking about it. Because you know this has about a 40-second delay.
Right. But just don't backtrack once we move on because we got to keep up with what we're doing.
Hey, Marjorie, it's Starry Eye Beauty. Look, I got on my shirt. Is this Chicago?
She's very blingy today.
And I have on my hat that you sent me. And I also want to give a huge shout out before we go any further to my current city, Los Angeles Rams for whooping that ass yesterday, baby. We going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we are. We are.
I want to see what Mary going to wear at the Super Bowl. I'm more excited to see what Snoop bring and what Mary is going to wear.
So I'm going to have to record it because I'm going to be on a plane.
She's always traveling. You know,
I'm going to be on a plane coming back from New York.
I need to make more money so she can quit her other job and she can just work with me.
Okay.
I said it.
All right. When that happens, say less.
Pay more, say less, pay more.
But anyway, so are we sliding into hot topics? Because I know you itching to be messy today.
Go Rams. Go Rams. I just want to say that again. Go Rams. Tom Brady, I told your old ass to retire last year when you was on top. After they let the air out them balls, nigga, I need somebody to come let the air out my balls. Let me just say that. But after they let the air out them balls, you should have knew you was skating on thin ice at that. But Tom Brady got plenty money. What was so impressive about Tom Brady is Tom Brady was picked like way down the list when he did get drafted as an NFL player.
Yeah.
He was way down the list. Like I want to say like 100.
I don't know what his draft number was. It was a long time ago.
But Tom, that just goes to show you that when it's in you though, when the fire is in you, it don't matter what number you get picked. As long as you get picked, then you have to prove yourself. Tom Brady has proven himself continuously.
For sure. I mean, he's quite a talent. You know, it was an incredible quarterback. But just watching him in this last game, it looked like his arm was about to break. His age was starting to show. So
I'm about to say he's about 247 years old. Shit.
Yeah, I'm glad that he's finally retiring. He looked a little
Timmy.
See, it wasn't even my dog this time, y'all. We got the dogs in the house, so it might be a little crazy.
I'm sorry, Kendall. Timmy knocking over license shit.
But no, so I'm happy for him. I think it's time for him to hang up the cleats and just enjoy retirement.
Oh,
you know
Lady
what I mean?
Steeler said he was 199. I knew he was way down. Wow. That was way down.
I didn't see. I was young. I was really young, I think, when Tom Brady was drafted. And I'm not a football fan either. I'm really a basketball and Lakers fan.
Hell.
I've been going to games since Lakers were playing at the Forum. So
that's my team. I
was
was really young when that nigga got picked. Good guy. He been playing football since Jesus parted the Red Sea, Moses parted the Red Sea. Good God.
No, so I'm happy for him. I hope he enjoys retirement with his beautiful wife and kids. You know, despite him being a Trump supporter and all of his political views, he's done a lot for, you know, his teammates. I will say, you know, I've never heard any of his teammates say anything bad about him. You know, he's taken dips in his salary so that way there was more money to spend, you know, with other people on the roster. So he seems to be a good dude despite his political views.
Yeah.
So.
With us in politics and life. Good God. They always say don't bring up politics and religion at a dinner. It'll just turn it'll make the meal just not be good. Thank you, Vino Diva, for letting us know that. She said that Tom Brady's mom purchased his cakes from Miss Claire's
nice.
Crunch Cakes. Claire's Crunch Cakes are amazing. I did a show for her in San Mateo. They're from San Mateo.
Yeah. So are we going into hot topics? I done asked you about 3 damn times.
Let's do the hot topics. Where we starting at?
Are we gonna start with the Janet documentary? I know you itching to talk about it. We're gonna do that last.
Let's talk about the pregnancies and the babies.
Child, first of all, I used to say pregnancy is a disease, but I gotta stop saying that because I want to have kids one day. I feel like that's bad karma.
Hold on, I think when you start having babies for real, you're gonna have like a bunch of them right back to back, like 4 of them. Oh yeah, I think it's gonna get good too. You'll have like 4 kids at one time. I want 2,
and that's it. I just want 2. So. Anyway, I'm sticking it. I'm putting it.
3.
I'm putting it in the universe. But you know why you got 3 though? Because the pullout wasn't strong.
Oh, my pullout game is fire. I didn't want to pull out. I wanted to push in. It was makeup in the garage. We was in the laundry room. We was making up.
Look at all these excuses. But anyway, Rihanna is officially pregnant.
And I am very happy for her.
I'm so happy for her.
And she looks beautiful pregnant. And she's pregnant by A$AP Rocky. But let me tell you something about Rihanna. Because Rihanna got a big ass head and so does A$AP Rocky.
Oh my God.
That baby gonna have a big ass head.
I feel like I can't talk about people's unborn children because I don't have kids yet and I don't want my kids coming out looking fucked up.
Oh, man came out cute, so let me keep going. Baby, that baby gonna have a big ass head. But that baby gonna be balling because Miss Rihanna is a billionaire.
She is.
I don't know much about A$AP Rocky, but whatever he got, she wanted it.
You know, I'm excited to see all the fashion looks during her pregnancy. That's what I'm most excited about.
No, could you imagine what the baby gonna look like when she get all that designer clothes
could you
and everything?
Imagine?
Oh my God,
it's gonna be phenomenal.
That's very Lauren, very high end. Because you know, I'd have put my kids in some thrift shop. Say, okay, you wearing it this week, but she gonna wear it next week. My kids were 7 months apart, so they could share.
No, I think I'm excited for the looks while she's pregnant. I'm excited to see what the baby's gonna look like. And then even like Nicki Minaj, like, you know, sent her a very beautiful message and was just like, you've basically conquered everything. Motherhood is just one thing. It's just a beautiful gift that she's excited for her to, you know, have the opportunity to have.
Motherhood will be her greatest joy, and then she'll come out with a new album because she'll be a mama.
We've all been waiting on the new album.
Well, she had to have something to inspire her. I wonder what she gonna name the baby, because you know some of these celebrities. Well, what's her name? Named her baby Apple, and then bananas and blue ivies and red forest.
Blue Ivy is cute though.
Blue Ivy is fuck that Blue Ivy. The name is cute. Miss Blue Ivy didn't got cute. Miss Blue Ivy
she's really cute. She
really
looks like
cute.
She looks like her mama.
She looks just like her mama because she came out. Jay had put it on her, but it moved away. Because now she looks just like her mama, so she's gonna be beautiful. And I wonder what that feels like to be born wealthy. And
I told you the story. The first time Beyonce's mom did the World Art Gala in downtown LA, I went, and it was quite a sight to see Blue Ivy try to outbid Tyler Perry on a painting.
Oh, I saw that on a clip on video.
I was there, and to see that in real time, and she was just like, "No, I'm gonna keep bidding. Like I got money," and she was like 9 at the time.
Damn.
Must be nice. At one point, her dad, Jay-Z, was like, put the damn paddle down. Stop.
God, can you just call me back and let me go through Beyonce so I can be Jay-Z's daughter?
Ciao.
Or son or tranny or some shit. I don't care.
You just want to be a part of the family.
I want to change.
I want to be a part of the family.
And I'm very happy for real. And Nick Cannon. Dude.
Nick Cannon's got another baby on the way.
Nick Cannon got a new baby on.
And Debrat and her fiance Jessica Dupart got a baby on the way.
Let me stop right there. Let's go back to Nick before we get to Debrat, because Debrat ain't knocked nobody up. I don't know how it happened, but she ain't do it.
That's still their kid.
It's still their kid, but let me just be honest. You
want to talk about the semen first?
Well, it took some semen. It took some semen to get the breast wife pregnant. It just wasn't the brat semen. Shit, we gonna do it. We gonna do it now. Hell, I could be the woman all day, but trust and believe, ain't no babies popping through me. They coming through me, but they not gonna pop out of me.
Well, Nick, I don't know what number kid this is.
7, because he lost
Zen,
the baby last year.
I remember that,
and that was 7. So I think this will be 7 again. Nick, you need to have me come and work with you and work for you. My tube's tied.
Child, that's a lot of kids, and it's a new baby mama. That's the part that's killing me.
Yeah, because what baby mama is this, 3 or 4?
It's like 6.
No.
Yes.
6?
He's got the twins with Mariah. He got the other twins with the Abby girl. I don't know all their names. I think this is 5.
But all the baby mamas are pretty. Let me just say that. Well, at least all his baby mamas are beautiful.
That's in his best interest.
And Nick, if that picture that Nick had put up about a month ago is the real deal, Nick got a penitentiary piece of steel. So hey.
Listen, it's a lot of kids. And did you see? Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh.
It's hard to turn it down, ladies, when it's in the room like that. I mean, it might look like this dead. But when you wake it up and it's like this, ooh, you must speak into the microphone clearly, please.
No, so, I mean, and did you see Mariah Carey's interview with Entertainment Tonight? Kevin Frazier asked her, for the holidays, are you going to let the kids, the step kids kind of get together? And Mariah Carey said, don't you have to be married in order for them to be considered step? So I don't, her shady self. I laughed.
Well, I don't know if I want to call that shady, Lauren. Because
what is it, honesty?
Well, yes, very honest. Because me and you have children together and we have a good relationship with our kids, that don't mean that I want to bring your children from somebody else around my children, because everybody don't raise their kids the same.
True.
And you don't want me to chastise your kids, because if your kids come over here saying AB's what the zoop about my kids or about my mama, I'm like, well, your mama is this. Oh, could you imagine that in the house? Oh, your daddy come to pick, because it mostly happen with daddies. It mostly happen with dad. Oh, your daddy come to get you this week, but now it's a whole bunch of different baby mamas. Well, which mama you belong to? Which mama you belong to? I know what I do commend Nick Cannon about. The fact is that he is responsible for his children. He takes care of his children, because a lot of guys running around here, I got 24 kids. Couldn't name them all. Don't know their birthdays and don't do nothing for them. Nick Cannon is a full-on man that he takes responsibility for his children. But
that's a lot of work that's a lot of birthdays to remember.
That's a lot of birthdays to remember, and that's a lot of baby mama drama.
Flying, and because I feel like they ought to live in the same city.
But they don't.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of work, is what I'm saying. It's a lot of work.
He got it. Nick been running Nickelodeon for a long time. He got the money. Financially, he got it. I don't know if he got the time, but he got time to knock him out. Because Nick is laying him down. Nick is fertile.
Okay, so then Debrat and Jessica Dupart are also pregnant.
First of all, let me tell you, I'm in love with Debrat Tat. She's Chi-Town, West Side, just like me. She's one of the greatest female rappers to me ever.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you felt that way.
Oh, I love her. I think Debrat was a beast. She just was so damn ghetto that she forgot to don't take the streets into the boardroom. She kept taking the streets into the boardroom with her, hitting people in the head with guns and shit. Crazy. But
I didn't know that.
But when she's masculine, she turns me on. But when she girl up, she's absolutely beautiful. Oh, well,
she is gorgeous.
She is beautiful. When they do up makeup and hair and make her feminine, good God, she is beautiful.
Yeah. She is gorgeous for sure.
So congratulations
to them. Mm-hmm. You know, pregnancy is in the air.
And love is love. Well, don't say that shit.
Well, you're right, because I mean,
my soldiers still marching.
Well, pregnancy is in the air over there. Well, it's over there. Over there.
Me and Lauren ain't having no babies.
No, not at
My
all.
tubes is tied and hers ain't ready to come unloose.
You were very correct about that, child. I'm going to live selfishly in my 20s. I'll circle back when I'm 30.
Yeah, it's a crucial time in life. And I wonder what it's like to have a baby in the midst of, we are still in a damn pandemic.
Yeah, we really are.
You know, you get in a hospital and you don't know what the nurse got and when they come and take your baby away. Don't take my baby away. Put it right here on this titty.
Well, that's what my mom did. She didn't let them take me out the room.
That explains a lot. Because this thing is a mess.
She did not let them people take me out the room. I stayed in there. So, you know. But on an unfortunate note, we do want to, extend our condolences to the former Miss USA of 2019. She did commit suicide. Let me look it up and get the name correct so I don't say it wrong.
The story, God, I hate to be a conspiracy theorist, but here's my thing, and I'm just going to say this publicly, ladies and gentlemen. She was beautiful, 30 years old, and depression is everywhere right now because of the pandemic and people can't get to where they want to be or bills or what have you, whatever the case may be. And my sister Sherry Giles pointed this out to me this morning. We were talking about it, and she was like, Flame, she was so beautiful. Do you think that she was pushed? She said so much easier just to take a pill and and she said, well, she jumped off this, what number window was it? Was she on the 19th floor or something?
So her name was Chelsea Crisp.
Chelsea Crisp.
No, Christ.
Christ.
Yes, she was 30 years old. And it's supposedly it was the 29th floor terrace.
The 29th floor. And so mind you, if she was had any vanity, and of course she had to have, she loved her beauty. She was a beauty queen. She did pageants and stuff. So don't think that, I just did a beauty pageant because I want to. They do beauty pageants because they feel beautiful. She felt beautiful. It just seems a little sketchy to me that she would want to die like that because then her face could be messed up because you don't know how you're going to land.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? That her vanity would have been like, let me just take some pills and die pretty.
I don't know though. Depression is real, and
it is
honestly. And I mean, I have to say too, on a personal note, I really appreciate everybody that's been sending me, condolences and prayers and well wishes and everything. But y'all, Flame spilled water on herself. She's fine. I've experienced some emotions in the last 4 months that I never thought I would have to. You know what I mean? So, I had to start going to therapy. So I'm glad you said that. I have a therapist now. Yeah. Okay. So
how you like, male or female?
She's a black female. All of my therapists, doctors, OBGYN, anybody that is health related to me is a black female. Period. I don't play about that. But I'm just saying, even from a personal experience, going from being fine and in control of my emotions to going to not knowing how I'm going to feel the next day, you just never know. And if I have my days where I feel the way that I feel, and then there's somebody who's really suffering from depression, I don't know what that's like. You know what I mean? I don't know where that could possibly take you. And we don't know if she was in therapy. We don't know what she was suffering from, So I think everybody's mental health is just in different stages that can just kind of push you over the edge.
I agree with that. But can I be very honest and transparent with you right now?
Of course.
When Miss Marsha, my girl, your mom, passed, I thought I was going to lose you. Not die.
No, but
I
I'm
thought
gonna
that
need,
you were going to just, Flame, I can't do this. I need to go and do whatever I need to do. But then I thought about, because I always talk about your mom, how the strength of who she was and how she raised you. And I thought about it. I said, oh, she prepared Lauren for life, not death, for life, which means that you know that death is a part of life. So your mom has set you up. So then I thought about that. I was like, yeah, she just needs some healing time. She gonna be all right. Look, I said to myself, that bitch is strong as hell. She always cussing me out. But we appreciate you. I ain't want to lose you, Lauren.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like we just don't know the circumstances of things. And as much as I felt like my mom prepared me for everything that I wanted to do, I feel like I'm always kind of like second guessing myself now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because she was my sounding board. I talk to my mom every day.
I hope so.
Several times a day.
Today.
Well, I mean, she visits me in my dreams and everything, and I still feel like I get to communicate with her, but it's not the same thing. There's not a day that goes by where something doesn't happen where I don't want to pick up the phone and call her, and I can't. You know what I mean? So saying all that to say, I know what I'm going through emotionally right now. I don't know what Chelsea Chris was going through to make her want to jump 29 stories, to her death.
Oh my God.
So mental health is real. And I really hope that if you have the opportunity to, get into therapy or to talk to someone, I really hope that we do because, and like you even said, you're tired of being in a pandemic. Yeah. And it's not because, of the money or whatever it is. Yeah. Like you're fine, but you're just tired of not being able to do what you want to do. Yeah. So there's always there's little things that can just kind of add up to take you, you know what I mean, to a space that you never thought you would be mentally. Yeah. It is. I'm Lauren. Thank you for sharing that. But I told the Flamettes when we were on, you were going. I was like, I hope I don't lose my Lauren because death is different for everyone. Yeah. And this is so fucked up, y'all. But I'm gonna say it anyway. This is laugh and learn shit. So somebody died, or one of the queens that we knew in Chicago died this week. May she rest in peace, Keisha Leroy. And they kept saying, "Oh, she's in a better place. She's in a better place." My ignorant ass. What I say? How you know? You been there? You vacation there? Because that's a one-way trip. You can't come back. So how you know where she went? Is it green grass? Is it blue waters? What is it? Oh, I'm not just saying that's what the preacher said. The preacher ain't been to the better place. When they go to the better place, they can't come back from the better place. Stop telling people, oh, they in a better place. You ain't been there. You don't know. You don't know what the hell they in. And I said it jokingly, but I was with some Love Lounge lovely, so ain't no telling what I would have said, but it was funny as shit. It's okay. You were with the Lord. Y'all had a special connection at that moment. We always do. So you was trying to bring some humor to a dark situation. And
death, do we want to say always that it's a dark situation? Because you don't want to see people suffer and go through the drama. Sometimes you be like, oh my God, I just don't want to see nobody in pain. I already told my kids, if I'm incapacitated, cut the cord, pull the plug, or flip the switch. I don't care what you do. I don't want nobody wiping my ass. It smells terrible, first of all. Let me just tell you that.
But Flint, you bathed today though, right? Or you're clean today?
I'm clean today.
Okay.
See, that she gonna put me on the spot. No, I showered today. I'm messing with Lauren. The world is, you have to find solace and peace with you and find where your joy is, and it is not in somebody else. Yeah. It is not. And you keep looking for it in somebody else, you ain't gonna never find it.
That's very true. You have to find happiness within yourself before you can expect anything better within, I would feel like, in your surroundings. Yeah. You have to find happiness within yourself first. I wholeheartedly agree. For sure.
Girl, where we going? Who else pregnant? Somebody else is pregnant. Oh.
That's all I heard about.
Okay, well, no more pregnancies.
Can we talk about Janet now?
I get so lonely.
What did you think about the doc?
First of all, I thought the documentary was nice, but it didn't tell me nothing that I did not know. But my issue with, because I'm a Janet fan, I like me some Janet. My issue with Janet and the Jackson clan, before y'all attack me, I still love my Janet now. I'm just pointing out the obvious. Now, do y'all want us to hate Joe or love Joe? Because when Joe was alive, y'all painted Joe to be the biggest abusive nightmare monster. But remember now, y'all pointed out that y'all lived in a 671 square foot house, 2 bedrooms with 11 people. Do you know how small 671 square feet is? Yeah. He had 11 mouths to feed, including himself and Catherine, and they had 9 kids in a 2 bedroom, and all the boys slept in 1 bedroom and the girls slept in the other bedroom. Ain't none of them kids in jail. They all famous. So I love the fact that y'all are making Joe to be this martyr now, and he's wonderful. He was great. But had Joe not been that Joe, that disciplinarian, or that person back then, y'all wouldn't be these Jacksons. So, and I have no issue with that. I love that they're acknowledging that they're now. But I would have liked a little acknowledgement, not to make it so ugly, because when I was younger, when we heard those stories, I was really young. So I was very impressive on what I heard on the news, impressed by it. So I hated Joe Jackson. I hated Joe Jackson because of what y'all put out. But now what y'all put out, I'm like, damn, Joe was a genius. Joe was a visionary.
I'm a little different, and I think it's because no. I'm saying I don't take it as they ever put out, the notion that, everybody should hate Joe. And I think maybe because I grew up in the creative space, like with Debbie Allen, for instance. I've told you the first time I was ever embarrassed, I was 7 years old, and she made me cry and embarrassed me in front of a room of 200 people.
I would have yoked her.
But that's how I think old school creatives were. And I mean, I don't want to sound, rude when I say that, but I think that was just that era is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? It was the disciplinarians, you got hit, you got checked. And it was just a different type of upbringing. So I think that they told the honest truth, but through media and perception of people that were watching were like, oh my God, this was abusive. And I think now, in retrospect, now that they all have kids and they've looked back on their careers and see how fortunate they were, they're kind of giving their father their flowers. But I think at that point in time, they were probably like, I hate this man because everything has to be his way. He's so controlling and I have no freedom to do what I want to do. But now they're all 50 plus years old and they're like, we wouldn't have the lives that we would have had now if it wasn't for him.
And his drive.
So I think it's an evolution of the relationship.
And I agree with what you said. They didn't put out that they wanted to hate him, but we loved Michael and Janet and the Jackson 5 so much that they were our people and they were our
we were
family.
like protecting them.
Exactly. So we didn't want anybody to hurt them. So and like you said, so the media put it out like that, but they didn't fix it. They didn't say, well, he's wonderful. They
never said he was wonderful. They just said he was a creative genius.
Where he kept all y'all asses balling. Y'all doing it. Don't Ruby look good for 71. Miss Ruby said, I got one hit. I'm going to live off the rest of y'all money on Centipede. I'm falling like a centipede. That used to be my number. I used to get naked. You don't want to see me naked now. My God. I look like it's some centipede hands all over me. Goddamn.
But yeah, I think that's just what it is overall. You know what I mean? They've got reflections that they're doing now, and they loved their father. They just hated some of his methods, which with any kid who agrees with everything that their parents do. I don't know of one.
I'm living that shit. Yeah, you're right.
So
you telling me about the end. So what were you telling about the end of it? Because I didn't watch the last episode.
Oh, you didn't watch part 2?
I didn't watch all of it. I watched it, but I was with God, so it was watching me.
Part 2, first of all, we found out Jermaine Dupri cheated on Janet, which blew me. I was like, Jermaine Dupri, Lil Self, you cheated on Janet Jackson? Really?
First of all, Jermaine probably got the woo, because from the other husbands and boyfriends she had, Jermaine was the most manly of all that group. Let me just say what I got to say. Jermaine was the thugzilla with it. So,
well, she said Jermaine was great. He was the only one that really wasn't on drugs. He wasn't doing drugs. He had a good head on his shoulder. He was up and coming.
Did y'all catch he had some good head? Oh, a good head, not some. Oh, okay.
Good head on his shoulders. There wasn't any of the other problems that she had in her previous marriages to like Renee and James.
Well, Renee was a motherfucker.
And Renee was another creative genius. She was saying they had a spark of, they ignited a lot of creativity within each other. But Jermaine was honest too. And he said, dating Janet got me more women and I just didn't know how to act. It's basically what happened. Oh, yeah, because nobody wants you till somebody else got you. Exactly.
You can be the ugliest person in the world, but if they see you with somebody, what he got? Why she with him? Why he with her? I live
and they were like, well, what's the hype about? So let me go find out.
And you know what is my adage on Love Lounge? I tell y'all all the time. A smart man with a hard one and a dumbass man with a hard one. Same target. If you don't believe me, Jermaine Dupri cheated on Janet. Bill Gates cheated on his wife, and he got more money than God. Okay, I say what I said. Jeff Bezos. One eye and everything. Still doing it.
Overall, though, I love the documentary. I would love to, work with Janet Jackson one day.
Me too. I met Janet. I got a picture with Janet.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to have to post it one day if I find it.
But yeah, I think the documentary was phenomenal. And I think she finally got to tell her story the way that she wanted to, which I think was great. You know, there was a lot of insight to a lot of the pain and the hurt that she had throughout the years, and just kind of how she navigated it and why she did some of the things that she did. You know, she asked people to forgive Justin Timberlake for the whole Super Bowl situation. She said, you know, it wasn't his fault, it was a mistake, and they're good friends to this day.
And now you can show titties all day and ain't nobody gonna say shit.
Right.
I'm telling you, the hype of this country is crazy. I tell y'all what, y'all better register to vote, because I'm telling you, I'm about to make 2024.
Not even 2024, 2022.
But 2022 done already started off with a shebang bang. She snatched them up left and right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just hoping to survive 2022. I don't want to make that list.
Yeah.
Shit, they taking everybody.
Oh, you know who I want to hear from?
Come on with it.
Oh, we don't have it. Hold on. I can IG updated, so we can do this a lot easier now. I want to hear what TT Jan thinks about the Janet Jackson.
The real
doc.
TT Jan.
Hey.
Hi, Jeanette.
Hello. hello.
Sorry, I had to pick up my dog.
Oh, I was like, where did Lauren go?
Child Sky is in here whining that she's not up here. The little bougie self.
Well,
So-
let her come on.
She's sitting on my lap now. You'll see it in the video. But anyway,
Okay.
hi TT Jan, how are you?
Hey, all is well, honey.
Talk
All
to us,
is
Jan.
well.
Tell us something good.
Yeah, what did you think about the Janet Jackson doc?
I thought the documentary was wonderful. I thought it was nice to hear her life in her own words.
Right.
And it wasn't like it was supposed to convince everybody, because when she said that she told Justin not to make a statement after the Super Bowl, you could see her brother rolling his eyes. So
Right.
I thought it was raw. You know what I mean? Because that is his sister. You know what I mean? And they had to deal with the pain. So I just thought it was good. And you know what? Jermaine had to strike when the irons were hot. But maybe he didn't, because he was with Aaliyah, you know, so that was a poor excuse.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? To, you know, all these women want to give themselves to you, because if he's been nothing else, he's been a shrewd business person.
You talking about Jermaine Jackson?
No. I'm talking about Jermaine Dupri.
Oh, Jermaine Dupri.
Like,
Okay.
Yeah. When he was like, well, you know what? So many women were offering themselves to me because
Right.
I was with
Janet. Mm-hmm.
But he had been with Aaliyah.
Leah ain't no Janet. May she rest in peace. And that ain't no Reed. That ain't no Reed to Aaliyah. She was a beautiful woman.
It's not based on talent. She was hot. Everybody was with Aaliyah because of the visual she gave. So it wasn't no, you know, he was being offered up what he had been offered up in the past. And he probably told Aaliyah a lot of things about enhancing her career in X, Y, and Z. But the fact still remains, you know, he was just being a man.
There it is, Jan. There it is, Jan. And I'm telling you something.
Yeah.
It's hard to resist. And this is the man in me. Sometimes you be in love and you think about, well, I want to mess up with my wife, but you be in a precarious situation, you be out of town, you be on the road, you know, and it's there and you feeling some kind of way, and the phone sex or the FaceTime sex just don't cut the mustard. I need to feel something now.
Go on, fancy baby.
Hi, Jesse.
Hi, Jesse.
Hello. I didn't realize that I was on.
Apparently.
You can't send a request and not pay attention now, Jesse. Come on. We never know when we're going to bring you in.
Very unprofessional of me.
Very
unprofessional.
I thought we were just going to do the TT Jan moment for a while. So I do apologize.
We want a handsome man and a beautiful woman. Is it okay?
Okay.
Look, it's a handsome man and a beautiful woman at the top, so we want a handsome man and a beautiful woman.
You know just what to say, baby. Get me to take my clothes off.
Uh-oh.
Don't do it,
we
Jesse.
We got to keep it PG, Jesse.
Right.
Come on.
No.
I'm just kidding. But what did you think of the Janet Jackson documentary?
I loved it. As a matter
did too.
of fact, I have to thank Bay for allowing me to watch the entire thing, because we watched, there were 4 separate episodes, right?
They combined 2 episodes into one. So there was 2 segments basically. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we watched the first one together.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the second one, Bay was doing other things, but afterwards he had plenty to say because we had a discussion about it.
Good.
And it was really interesting to hear her perspective on it. I'm with Flame, and I'm with the general consensus of it's a good thing that she did it.
Mm-hmm.
People were asking, why is she doing it now? Who cares?
Yeah,
because she wanted to.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
She was ready to tell her story.
And she said it took her how many years to put
5.
it together?
It took her 5 years to put it together.
Right. And another thing that I thought was interesting, and we need to remember this, when you do the right thing or when you haven't done wrong and you just keep to yourself and you don't crap on other people, because Super Bowl is asking her again.
I did see that. Yeah. Super Bowl is asking her to come.
Why? Why would I? What do I have to? Why?
Right.
Yeah. It's like, what does she have to gain from that? And I agree. Honestly, once you do the Super Bowl, it's like been there, done that. She got incredible backlash for it. Why would I come back?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Who wants to do all that preparation for 3 minutes or 2 minutes?
Right.
And Janet's show is nothing small. It's a lot of work to go into it.
Right.
Yes.
And, between the FCC coming after her and her having to pay fines, I wouldn't put myself in that position again.
Right.
No.
And the only thing that's changed is society.
That's all.
Well, yeah. Well, what she did was probably gonna, be breaking news in a positive light today, considering we got people like Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B humping each other on the stage now.
I would walk on stage, Lauren, with both my breasts exposed.
It's the irony. Y'all reprimanded Janet Jackson for a mistake of showing one of her breasts on TV, but you rewarded Kim Kardashian and made her fucking damn near a billionaire.
No, she is a billionaire. Her new company is $3.2 billion.
And her sex tape was whack because I watched that tape and I couldn't get hard off of it at all. Let me just be honest.
Oh Lord,
baby, it was dry as toast. I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell you who turned me on even more, and this just sounds fucked up. Oh, I ain't gonna say that.
You didn't open the door now. You might as well say it.
Cause the little girl on the R. Kelly sex tape was she had experience.
Maybe we shouldn't have said that.
She was experienced.
Never mind.
Yeah.
We should have
I ain't talking about the underage girl. I'm talking about the other girl.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, wait a minute. Maybe we should suck it back.
Because Kim Kardashian, baby, that was like having a blow up down. It was. She might be rich, but that was dead cat to me. I don't like dead cat. I need a cat to.
She in here scaring a dog, child. Timmy's jumped up, nervous.
So let me just bring it all around. Like, the same thing is still happening. The same thing is still happening for the same reasons. It's just more covert. It's like the racism that happens in Northern California. It's so covert. It's not in your face like in the South.
Mm-hmm.
So Instagram is putting people of color in jail. Yeah, they're putting white folks in jail because there are more white folks on here than people of color. But isn't it interesting how you can see so many examples of melanin-challenged people doing the same thing or more than we're getting put in jail for?
Mm-hmm. That is very correct.
Yeah, that's definitely the history of this country. And I love that you said that, considering Black History starts tomorrow, Jesse. So very on point, for sure.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
Jesse's a teacher.
You better keep her.
He is a teacher.
And I get the chills every time you mention, yes, so when I was with Debbie Allen and she chewed me out. I know you don't mean it that way, but
I don't know.
Because she is an icon for people like me.
She is.
Right?
Yeah. And I honestly, I forget that sometimes, so because I talk to her on a regular basis.
That's who made a part of you, so you can't omit it.
Right.
Yeah, she's definitely a key reason to why I am the way that I am. My mom wholeheartedly, but she's taught me an incredible amount that I will forever be indebted to her for. So yeah.
Let me just say,
don't omit that from your storyline at all.
Right.
Yeah.
I also want to say that even as the LGBT community is concerned, like even those online, we'll call them dating apps.
Oh, like Grindr and
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they have things that you are and aren't supposed to be able to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But for some reason, they seem to call the people of color on them. And I can say, back in my single days, I would not have nudes ever, but I did have low-rise jeans with no underwear on.
Ooh,
So that
you were showing the V cut. You were showing off that V cut. Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But that was too much because of my skin tone.
Really?
I could see all yes.
Huh.
Like they would say, we can't approve this photo.
I didn't know that.
But you'd see white folks with that all the time and more.
Sure.
Well, here's the lick, Jesse. If we think it's bad now, let them put that fool back in office in 2024. And when I tell you that the nightmare of this country, I'm wherever Janet is in London, move over, heifer, because I'm moving to the next flat because I can't take it.
You going to Europe too?
I'm on my way. I'm telling you, I can't take it. The racism is unbelievable. And then for him to make such a bold statement, not that he has not made bold statements before, and say that if he wins, he was going to pardon all the insurrections.
Right.
That is, to me, that is just saying, let's do more. Let's do more because it's almost guaranteed that he's going to get back in if he gets nominated.
He is saying he's going to do more because he's saying if they go on with this investigation and bring charges against him, that there's going to even be greater insurrection. He said that.
I would be so surprised if he gets reelected.
Would you?
I wouldn't.
Not me either, because they want his ass.
I think that the Republican Party is not. Oh, excuse me, child. I'm choking.
Don't choke on it, on him. Ooh.
Get some water. Get some water.
I'm so sorry.
I told her not.
I'm so sorry. Anyway.
Like this and go spit out.
Anyway, I would be really surprised if the Republican Party rallies around Trump like they did before. I would see them doing that for like Ron DeSantis.
Ugh.
That's what I'm more so expecting.
Right. Who is
not Trump.
Yeah.
Because he's young, he's charismatic, he actually knows the law.
Yeah.
And he can manipulate, the government, I feel like, more in a charismatic way rather than Trump could. It wouldn't be so blatantly in your face, you know what I mean?
Right.
So,
which is even more dangerous.
Exactly. That's what I think he's more of a loaded gun than Trump could ever be.
Covert racism is just as dangerous as overt.
Yeah.
So it's just as dangerous.
Because honestly, that's the one thing about Trump that I did appreciate is he brought out all of the closeted racists. Like when I walked down the street, I knew when I was encountering a racist, versus what was happening before. It was very behind closed doors.
Yes.
I was even working in Atlanta, and I had a coworker who I thought was great. She always talked about how she loved black people, and one day she goes, "Oh yeah, and I voted for Trump," and I was like, "Oh." So that was happening a lot. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Now it was very, I'm a racist. What you gonna do about it? Because of Trump.
Right. And I've lived in California, and I went to college in Northern California, and it is extremely racist there. Extremely. And I'm talking like Northern California is extremely racist, but Southern California, it's really built into the system.
I was going to say, if you go to Orange County out here, you got go to Newport Beach, go to Huntington Beach. You will not feel welcome.
I bought my car from Huntington Beach. Don't do that. But I took my white girlfriend with me.
See?
Every black person needs one white friend for face validation only. Because hear me, and I know this sounds fucked up to say in 2022, but even when we rented this house, I brought the same white girl with me because when white folks, y'all can say what y'all want to about me, when white folks see a person of color with a white friend, for something about that lets down of whatever it is that they have to say, oh, you must be okay. Mm-hmm. You got a white friend. I know that sounds racist and fucked up, but if you ain't gonna use your white privilege, I'm gonna take advantage of it. And I did.
and here's the thing. We all get it, whether you want to admit it or not. Even as black folks, we get it because we've been trained to think the same way. That's why it doesn't matter if it's a black cop or white cop or an Asian cop. The cop is going to, if you see a black person running down the street as opposed to a white person running down the street, both fully clothed in jeans and a T-shirt, one you might think is running to something and one you think is running away from something.
That is a true statement.
And that's because of the way that we've been subtly trained in this country.
Yeah. And black folks are just as guilty. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm
when
saying.
you said, black folks are just as guilty of that. In fact, I see it more prevalent with black folks now. Because when you walk in a store and you start taking out your credentials to buy or whatever, but I'm saying like Flame went and bought her vehicle when they knew she was bankable, then they was ready to kiss her butt. You know what I mean? And so, like, you know, but black folks think, you know, well, I got to have a couple of white people here, you know, because then they start crossing over. They start treating the, you know, the other better than themselves.
I'm saying that
Kendall, can you open
Flame, you may have been saying, you know, you may not agree with me, but I did blah, 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 blah. No, everyone, whether they agree with you is not the case. They understand it.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we as black folks judge other black folks in general differently than we judge white folks.
Oh, yes.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that. But on the flip side, and I have no problem saying this publicly though, when I'm out, I don't think that I do this. I don't think I'm more concerned when I see, you know, somebody that looks like me that may be up to no good. I'm still nervous regardless of who it is. If you look sketchy to me, you sketchy, you know?
Right.
But the one thing that I do that I don't know if I really should say this publicly, but I'm going to anyway, is when it comes to homeless people though, I only give money to black people that are homeless. Is that rude?
I don't know if that's funny. I never thought about that. I just give money to people.
I realized that one day, and I was like, oh, when I see somebody that may be white on the side, I'm like, oh, that's so sad. But like when I see, you know, somebody that's black, I'm like, ooh, do I have any money in my wallet?
Do y'all smell Do you smell the racism from her?
No, is that racist? I didn't realize I did it subconsciously until one day I was like, oh.
I'm not going to say that it's racist, but subconsciously it's like I'm helping us because nobody else helps us.
Right.
Yeah.
I have a little anecdote. This was my first time being in New York. It was, I can't remember what year it was. It was the early 90s. I was here with my girlfriend. And we had a fight. She was staying here because she was a model. I had left the house in the middle of the night and I was on a subway station. There was this black homeless woman who used to sing amazingly, old woman, and I started singing with her. At the end, a bunch of people gave a lot of money, and I was floored at the fact that this homeless woman, who I had seen on the subways before, handed me money and told me, here, it's cold outside. Don't go into the train station at this stop because the police are over here. Go to such and such a train stop. You can get into that one.
See, we look out for
Just
each other.
watching out, you know?
Yeah.
And you know, it's plenty enough white people passing by black people just because we wear our hair natural now. So I wouldn't worry about that, Lauren. You know what I mean? It's so many other things that we have to catch because you still helping somebody.
True. Yeah. I always want to help the less fortunate. I just never realized I did it until one day it happened back to back. And I said, ooh, I didn't know I did that. But whoops.
Look at my face.
It is what it is.
My sister asked me yesterday, she said, do you still pay tithes and offering? I said, absolutely not. I say I give money to homeless people all the time. If that ain't my tithes and offerings, then I don't know what it is. And I give money to everybody. If you look real bad or whatever, especially if you polite, I give you out, baby. I give 5, 10s, or $20 bill sometimes. You don't get that 20 that often, so don't get all excited and shit.
Wait a minute. You gave me a little something. Are you saying I look bad?
Oh, Wait a minute.
Jesse, we're not going to talk about that on live because that wasn't money. That wasn't money that I gave you, player. I want to show y'all. Listen, Lauren bought me a Christmas gift 2 Christmases ago and gave it to me today.
I just brought it to her today. I'm so trifling.
I'm opening for y'all. What is it called? A Yugi?
Yeah, it's a massage. You know, Flame's kids be stressing her out. Oh my God. So I brought her this like nice massage gun 2 years ago. It's been sitting in my house, and today I finally remembered to bring it. And you got different little heads and nozzles on it.
Ooh, it got a big old head on it.
Yeah,
Ooh, look like mine. I mean, it's got a big old head. Look at that big old head. Hey.
Wow. Oh my.
Now, where am I supposed to put this?
Right.
Where do you put this at?
Well, don't ask me, sweetness.
Oh, but yeah, she's got a whole bunch of she's got different types of heads that she can put on it depending on what area.
Wait a minute. What is that?
Depending on what area she needs to attack.
Nick Cannon, paging Nick Cannon.
It's great. I have one.
This is wonderful,
I got
Lauren.
my dad
Thank
one
you.
for Christmas. If you don't know about massage guns, y'all get one. It helps to relax your muscles,
I needed it
everything
yesterday
else.
because Izzy wore my ass out yesterday.
Yeah.
God, did I need it yesterday. But thank you,
Oh,
Lauren.
I deleted that video too. Oh,
Thank you, God, because we was arguing on live. I didn't even know we was on live. I arguing with her crazy ass.
Shoot, Flame called me, didn't even say good morning. She was like, please take down that video. I was like, what happened?
We was arguing in the background. I just want to say thank you, shit. What's your name? Jan. And thank you, Jesse, for joining us and being part of the conversation. I like the new conversation that we are having with season 2 of Laugh and Learn.
Yeah.
I'm over just the politics. I told y'all the politics was killing me. It was draining. It was sucking the life out of me.
Yeah. I think this is more fun though. It's
Yeah.
like it's a little bit of both. Yeah.
It's a free-flowing conversation, and nobody is trying to fix the world. It's just flowing. I like it. I come here for you two. I don't come
I'm only ready to end the live because I got this gun had did something for me. So I'm just ready. No, Lauren has a
Good
meeting.
gifts. Good gifts. Yes.
Lauren has a meeting, so we have to end the live. But hi, Bobby Clifford.
I got to get on
Child, that gun. Miss TT Jan, I'm clutching my pearls, girl. Good God.
Are you sweating?
Yeah.
No.
Is that sweat?
No.
Hey, you guys.
Thank you guys for joining.
Bye, Jan.
Bye, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not gotten your tickets for Caroline's on Broadway in March, which is St. Patrick's Day weekend, March 17th, 18th, and 19th, I've spoken with the club. Since I did the Wendy Williams show, the ticket sales are really going. So you need to get your tickets. Don't get to call me. Tell me, Flame, I came. Can you get me in? It's my first time there, too. I have no pull, no say-so, nor no clout. So I'm advising you all to get your tickets because I probably won't even answer my phone that weekend. For real. Because don't get to call me. Tell me, I came and I can't get in. I'll call you on Wednesday, and the show is over on Sunday. So, but thank you guys for joining us for Laugh and Learn. Thank our boy Kendall. Thank you, Kendall, for being here doing our cameras.
Yes.
Thank our very special guest today, Miss Sky. Hi, Miss Sky.
Can you say hi? Say thank you.
Say hello. Look
You weren't
at Sky.
that bad today, so
She
I'm
was
proud
good.
of you.
She was
Yes,
wonderful.
You were good.
Thank my beautiful co-host Lauren Hogan, and thank you, Flamettes, for joining us and making Laugh and Learn just great. Please make sure that you listen to us on iHeart under the Black Effect Network, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, wherever you listen to your podcast at, and follow Lauren Hogan on YouTube. Subscribe to Lauren's YouTube page as well as to mine. But what is our IG page? The other one?
Oh, the Laugh and Learn podcast. I'm gonna do better and upload, different recaps of episodes and things like that. Just little teasers, so that way people can kind of, engage with our content. And my YouTube channel is strictly for the Laugh and Learn episodes. Let me tell y'all. And nothing else goes up there except Laugh and Learn episodes. So if you miss one, you can always go to my page and watch it.
Yeah. We thank you guys for joining us. Lauren, what is our motto here at Laugh and Learn?
Oh, our motto here at Laugh and Learn is we are never trying to get anyone to change your mind. We are simply trying to get you to use it. Because why, Flame?
In order to, you have to have a mind in order to use it. Because
That's right.
Did you not remember what they said? That a mind is a terrible thing to waste. I know a lot of y'all have wasted it, but you can get it back. Just work on it. Love Lounge tonight, ladies and gentlemen, at 6:30. I will be with God. If you want your Love Lounge lovelies, you know what to do. This is Flame Monroe. This is the beautiful Lauren Hogan. That's Miss Sky, Timmy over there, Kendall over there. This is the end of the show. Peace and peace out. They're not going to serve time in a federal prison. Thank you, Saw.
Oh, great. Thank you guys for the updates.
Somebody going to be wearing a bag. I think
I
got
to go watch the news and get my updates.
Somebody going to be wearing a bag. I hope it's that son and a daddy, too. I said it. I hope they both have a colostomy bag until the end of their days. If it sounds brutal and mean, ask Ahmaud Arbery how he feels. Exactly. This is Flame Monroe. Peace.
Laugh and Learn is a production of the Black Effect Network and iHeartRadio. Our executive producer is Tiffany Haddish. Our theme music is by Chrissy Payne.